Hey guys, it's me, your very own Chef Sills. I'm coming to you straight from my own kitchen here, and I'm going to be showing you guys a new recipe. I know we haven't cooked together in a really long time, and I'm really excited to show you guys a new recipe and a new technique. Before I get started, I just want you to know that I'm here. I know that we are not seeing each other face to face, but I do want you to know that I'm available. You can email me, you can even set up with me a Google Hangout, and I would love to chat, or if you have any questions about any of the assignments, feel free to contact me and we can set that up, okay guys? I really wish I was with you guys, even in L1, forget about the new kitchen, even in L1 we could be together cooking, but for now we're gonna make do with what we have, and that is me sending you this video. Right here, I just want to show you guys that I have all of my ingredients measured out and I have all the tools I'm going to be needing for my recipes. And a really quick reminder to always use liquid measuring cups for your liquids. In this case, I have this kind of weird one here. And then dry measuring cups for your dry ingredients like your flour. It's really important to remember to use an actual teaspoon or measuring spoon and not just like a spoon from your kitchen, because the ingredients need to be quite accurate when you are making any baked good. Now, I'm not sure if you've been able to guess what we are going to be making. So what it is here, I have the ingredients for buttermilk biscuits. Yeah, exactly. We have flour, we have buttermilk, we have cold cubed butter, we have sugar and salt, baking powder and baking soda. Over here, I have a separate recipe for like a sausage gravy. So it'll be biscuits and gravy. And then the eggs are just for like a side dish. It's gonna go on our plate. So technically the three recipes are 2 fried eggs, some sausage gravy, and over here we have our biscuits. Hey guys, so now you know what we're making: buttermilk biscuits and gravy, so sausage gravy to be exact. So before I get started on showing you the steps of this recipe, I want to make sure you understand the method that goes behind making biscuits. So first of all, I want to recap really quick what we learned last semester when we learned the muffin method. Depends on the recipe, but most of the time this kind of mixing method is used when the fat in the recipe is a liquid. So think oil, or possibly melted butter, ghee is a good one. So whenever you're using fat that is a liquid, you're most likely going to want to use the muffin method. The muffin method is quite simple. You're going to separately mix the dry, and then in a separate bowl, you're gonna mix the wet ingredients, and then after they're both well mixed separately, you're going to combine them carefully, fold the two together without over mixing. That is the muffin method. Guys, so we did that last semester. Today, I'm gonna be teaching you guys the biscuit method. It's also sometimes referred to as the blending method because of the way the butter is mixed. I'm going to be walking you through that, but I really just want to make sure you note a couple important details. First of all, the fat in the recipe is not a liquid most of the time. The fat in the recipe is most always a solid. So butter or chilled coconut oil possibly, or Crisco, or one of those vegetable shortenings. You could also use possibly lard, depending on the recipe. And in this case, we're using cold butter cut into cubes. So I'm gonna actually walk you through this procedure step by step so you know the difference. This kind of procedure is many times used in baked goods that are more you want a flaky consistency. So think pie crust, think scones, and of course biscuits in this case. So without further ado, I'm gonna get started on the step-by-step on how to make buttermilk biscuits that are perfectly flaky and golden brown. I'm gonna go right in, and I wanna hear that sizzle, right? If you haven't heated your pan enough, you're not really gonna hear that. This pork sausage that I'm using is not obviously in links, so I just put it right in the pan, but if you buy links, you can go ahead and just remove them from the casing. Salt and pepper goes in, I'm browning the meat, breaking it up. Of course, I'm using my handy fish spatula that I love so much. Once I've browned the meat here, I can see that some fat has rendered. I'm gonna add my flour right in. This is gonna be our thickening agent, which is gonna create that nice nappe consistency that we like in a sauce. So I cooked off that raw flour flavor, and I'm gonna go ahead and add my half and half. That's gonna come up to a simmer. Once it simmers, that's when it starts to thicken. First, I'm gonna be adding in my parsley. There it goes. And that just adds a little bit of a freshness, which I love. And that's it. Here we are, it's thickened. I'm gonna give it a little taste and we're good to go. Okay guys, these are the biscuits hot out of the oven, golden brown. They look amazing. Look at those layers. We got some height. So the baking powder and baking soda did its trick. And yeah, these are looking quite perfect. They kind of grew evenly. As you can see, they all look pretty similar in height and in the color. I'm gonna go ahead and brush them with some melted butter. I know, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not on a diet right now. I'm gonna eat these babies. They're gonna be delicious. Okay, as you can see, as you brush them with the butter, it kind of soaks in, so it's not gonna leave a shiny kind of look, but that's okay, because that flavor will be there. Okay, and we're gonna go and plate this up. Biscuit goes on my plate. I'm gonna add some nice over medium eggs and sausage gravy. I'm gonna add the sausage gravy kind of partially on the biscuit. I know a lot of places serve it completely smothered, but I wanna leave a good edge there for a nice crispy kind of topping, because that's my favorite part of our biscuit, is that nice top that's nice and crispy. Our sauce is perfectly silky and a nice consistency. Parsley's going on, and look at that plate. You guys, I don't know about you, but this is making me hungry. And I ate this yesterday. If you do have the ingredients, I hope you give this a try, guys, because it is delicious. There wasn't a ton of prep that went into this recipe, but really quick, this is how I chopped up my butter. First of all, make sure that your butter is really nice and cold. Otherwise, it's gonna melt everywhere when you're trying to give it a nice, quick chop up. In this case, I went into small little cubes because I didn't want it to be difficult to blend into my flour. So little cubes, and then I put it in the fridge until I was ready to use it. And that is how I cubed my butter. This is my parsley, and I'm gonna go ahead and mince it up nice and small. This is already washed, and I've allowed it to kind of dry out a bit. This kind of parsley is curly parsley. I prefer usually to use the flat leaf or Italian parsley, but this is what they had, so that's what I'm using.